Oh my god. Hello, hello. Welcome back to another video. ASMR, soft spoke or whispering. I'm not quite sure right now. Maybe I have to rearrange stuff. And this is a little bit suboptimal, but I'm the sound manager, so I do have what I wanted to share with you are my bread. I baked oat and skyr and baking soda. It's just 3 ingredients. Bread, mix it all together and put it in the oven for 15 minutes. 180 degrees Celsius, no? Celsius. Listen to the sound. But the sound here is annoying. So, okay. Yeah, they look perfect. I mean, look, brown. I didn't have to turn them in the oven. I just laid them down on the baking paper and just bake them. And I made this shape as well. Oh my god. What are they doing? Oh, this makes me crazy. I never knew since the last vlog I made how good it sounds to scratch on bread. This was really good. And to tap on it. And a lot of people think oats are very bad, but they aren't. They're actually quite good. They carbohydrates, yeah, they carbohydrates. Inside they're fresh and a little bit moist and warm. They were still warm out of the oven. This is how they look like from the inside. Just oats. And skyr. You can make it with skyr or soy skyr or yogurt. And I do like the little tomatoes, because they're sweet. They're really sweet. And what I try to do with my meals before I start to eat the carbohydrates, I try to eat some vegetables, any kind of vegetables are good. Radish, carrots, bell pepper, paprika. Oh, this one. I can't remember the vocabulary. It's not a pickle, it's a salad cucumber. Oh, videos is that the digestion starts to act. It's getting active. These sounds are not so fantastic, but at least in the end, not at least, but in the end, digestion is important, you know. Don't blend that out. And you have a banana, it's very ripe. Normally I don't like them that ripe. I think I have 2 bananas left. I am gonna make a cake today. A chickpea cake. Chickpea cake, chickpea cake, chickpea cake, chickpea cake, chickpea cake. Chickpea cake is a good trigger word, you know, chickpea cake. I do have cashew, blended cashews. I bought it in the supermarket. I didn't make it on my own. Still have the pistachio, but it's a little bit more empty. I had an eating flashback. I do have some Parmesan tomato thing to put up on bread instead of fat like butter or margarine. And I do have honey. It's German flowers honey. It's biologic, and it's like the hard one. I like the hard ones better because I don't know why, I just like it better. And then I have the cheese, the stinking cheese, and I bought some vegan, it's plant-based vegan, so like mortadella with paprika in it. I do like that. It's not that healthy. It's Nutri-Score C. It's not that bad at all, but it's not that healthy either. And I'm going to drink a coffee out of my new cup. It says good. It's good. Coffee or tea is good. I don't drink a lot of coffee, you know. I don't drink a lot of coffee. When I make this mug, it's a real big mug, and I'm gonna drink it the whole day, you know. I just put 1 spoon of instant coffee. I don't know why, but it's somehow odd, but somehow I really like the flavor sometimes of instant coffee, and mix it with coffee creamer. With this it's instant as well. It's like milk, but like instant powder, milk powder. And outside it is raining today. Today is Father's Day. I don't know who brought up the day Father's Day, because actually it's a Christianity day. Christ goes to heaven's day. I don't know how you call it in English. Actually, do you celebrate it as well? It's a day off. I do have a day off today. Like, all of the shops are closed today, and except for the restaurants and bakeries. but all of the other shops are closed today. But there, of course, are always people who has to work. I had to work myself. I worked 10 years, more than 10 years, in healthcare. So it was good money working on the celebration days, because there is always extra money. I really like this beige tone and this handwriting-ish. Good. Could have been me. Could have been me who wrote that down here, because it's a little bit not so perfect, you know, and I do like the things that aren't perfect. And on this here, the surface is very smooth, and here the surface is not smooth at all. It's like a little bit of sandpaper-ish style. I didn't like that when I was holding it in the shop, but I do like this so much that I'm making compromises, you know, that this one is not glazed like this. You have to make compromises sometimes. I'm going to my separation time right now with my boyfriend, with my partner. We have been together for 9 years, more or less, roundabout. And I'm gonna eat some cucumber more. And yeah, I'm in the separation thing right now. We had a cut 5 years ago. The first cut I made was moving out of his flat and into my old maid flat. We moved in this flat 30 years ago, 2000, in the year 2000. So in 2002, I moved out into another flat. And yeah, when we got the first cut, and this is with my roommate is my best friend, I can say, my longest best friend. And we met at the education school where we made education. What is it? What sort of noise is that? Well, that is nice. Could be that my neighbors are cleaning something. And now we have a sound here that doesn't belong here. It's astonishing how loud this microphone records the sound. Oh, much better. And outside you can hear the doves. They are living here in the chestnut tree in my backyard, which is now full and green, and the flowers are coming, and the little bees and bumblebees are having breakfast, but actually not right now because it's raining today. So Yeah, so 5 years ago I moved in here and took my old room back. What are they doing? Oh, it's making me crazy. Did you have a little child? I don't know. Yeah. This is always like that with the ASM artist, you know. That's the thing with the neighbors and the surroundings and the surround noises. Okay. Nevertheless, so again, I'm back in my old room since, yeah, it was my room 30 years ago. So, nearly 30 years ago. We are now our friendship is 30 years old. We are here in this flat 26 years. So I moved out and she kept the flat and always had roommates. And when I told her I want to move out of my boyfriend's apartment, she said, well, the room is free. Take a guess. And I didn't have to think very long about it because the flat situation in Berlin City is catastrophic. Even for a room like mine now, you're going to pay 700 euros. Nowadays, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Getting a room or a flat at all is so hard because there are so many people who want to live here, and I don't know why. I have no idea why they want to live here. If I had the choice, if I hadn't my roots here, I do have the choice, but I have my roots here, so I'm used to Berlin, and so I'm never gonna live somewhere else. It's not calling me. But if I had the choice to decide when I felt the call, if I was feeling the call, it wouldn't be Berlin. Sometimes I'm dreaming about living more in the outside of Berlin, you know, not Berlin at all, but near Berlin. So you're close to a city. But I don't know. It's mostly, I think it's young people coming from all over the world, want to study here and making party. Because that's what most people are doing here. They're having the party life, celebrating it. Party hard, you know. So I'm gonna start with the bread, the cashew thing, and I guess I'm full after one bread, but let's see, because it's very stuffed. And on the top of it, now comes the clue. On the top of it, I'm going to put some banana slices. Tapping on a banana. And let's open it like the apes do, but they do it without the knife. I don't like it when I have banana under my nails, you know. And the apes always, I think they always open the banana like on the bottom. Most of the people try to open it up here, but it's not working sometimes because when it's ripe like that. And what I don't like is the black chips. And I always have to put it away. I know it's wasting, but I don't like it. And I'm very obsessed with how surfaces feel and consistencies in the mouth are feeling, and like things are smelling, or it's not like a fetish, but it's some sort of obsession. Let's put it that way. Okay. Yeah, and it's gonna be sweet enough because the banana is very sweet. So let's give it a try. Perfect bread, I must say. I found the recipe on a Instagram channel. I was really into TikTok before it became so obvious, like a shop and a, I don't know, money making machine. And I thought Instagram is dead, but it's not. I think Instagram tuned algorithm. So I'm in the food bubble, the healthy food bubble, and the feministic bubble. So delicious, the bread. It's very neutral in flavor. It's not sweet, it's not spicy, it's just neutral. And the consistency is very nice. Who would have thought that just 3 ingredients are so perfect, making easily bread without any unhealthy added ingredients. And you can pimp it up, like with putting chia seeds in it or flex seeds. And on the outside I could have put some seeds like pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, you know. But I like it like this. It's plain. That's how I like it. It's so good. It's so satisfying. And I have the flavor of the cashews and the banana. And the oats are really neutral in flavor, you know. Oops. It's very good. I think I'm gonna put a trigger warning into the title because there are people who are misophonia. This can be very bad when you feel pain, literally pain, or feeling sick, that you want to throw up when you hear someone eats. Just like chewing. It's for some people it's really not okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put a trigger warning on the title. On the other hand, when I put in the title that I'm eating breakfast with you, it must be clear that I'm going to chew. Really good. Now I smell the oats. I don't smell it, I taste it. It's delicious. I really like oats, you know. They just like a wonder food. Like potatoes. And I was so afraid of carbohydrates the whole time I was eating. I don't know, since I was 15 years old. I've read the book of Dr. Atkins. And from then on, carbohydrates went really bad in my thoughts. Like it's bad, really bad thing to eat. And somehow funny thing is that before I went to Chile in the year of 2019, I didn't know that the potatoes are originally come from Chile. Tja, you live, you learn. Actually, I think I'm gonna put some cucumber on top of the tomato parmigiano cream. 1, 2, and I'm gonna eat some cheese just beside plain cheese because the flavor is so good. It doesn't need to be on bread at all. I do have it in a plastic bag, of course, because when I just put it like this in the fridge, the whole fridge is gonna stink. Like cheese, like this particular cheese. It's not good. So I'm gonna slice some cheese. It was somehow expensive. 160 gram, where came €3, €3.30. With this, for 160 gram, actually expensive, but it's okay because it's mountain cheese, you know, it comes from the mountains. Hopefully, there is a particular cheese and its name is Appenzeller. Appenzeller comes out of Appenzell, I think, which is a town in Austria, I believe. This is so good. And the flavor is you know. And with that, sometimes some sip of red wine is just the perfect combination. But now I'm at breakfast and I don't drink alcohol. And I don't have any alcohol here. Except for Aperol. But that doesn't fit. So good. Delicious. So much flavor in it. Yeah. Way of cheese. So, let's get back to story time. I'm in my separation phase now. Somehow, we're both experiencing the same, that we have to give a lot of effort to make it work further, and we're so tired, and he's not willing, and me neither, to put that much effort into changing ourselves just to fit together somehow. Sometimes things come to an end, but we're still very important people for each other, and we have feelings for each other still. Of course, that doesn't go away just like that. Just because you decide or feel the decision comes afterwards, and I'm not sure if we decided already that clearly. Well, I spoke it out loud twice, but yeah, somehow it's hard to let it sink in into the conscious mind and get your emotions coping with it. And speaking of coping mechanisms, I'm having an eating disorder. I'm an emotional eater, and I'm an overeater. I never learned, and when I was able to relearn, I missed it, to relearn coping with my feelings, holding my feelings, feeling the feelings, just feeling it. And even the good ones, I'm not good at it. And I have the first impulse that comes when I have a feeling stronger than average. I want to eat something. Oh, now the fridge is on. I want to eat something. And when it's really hard, painish feelings like frustration or got hurt somehow, or in fear, being in fear, if the fear is strong enough, I'm not able to eat at all. And I don't feel appetite, I don't feel hunger. That's a very, let's say, fundamental fear. Sometimes then I'm not able to eat at all, and I don't think at eating. But the normal panicking stages are having anger because someone said something on work is stressy, like you don't know if you can handle the things, if it's gonna work out well, you have to trust the process. And sometimes I lost the connection to life, so I'm not good at trusting the process sometimes. And these are the moments that I'm going to lose against my eating behaviors. But I learned, I was in therapy for 2.5 years when I was younger, and I'm still writing in an email meeting of the Overeaters Anonymous and the 12 steps. I'm working. I'm not working really, but I'm writing, so I'm sharing, and this is important because overeating or eating habits have to do a lot with shame, and because people feel ashamed when they're not able to control themselves, but it's actually a normal thing that you can't control yourself 24 hours, 7 weeks a day, days a week. So 24/7. You can't control that, right? And so the first step is coming out of the dark and out of isolation. And do that in a trustworthy surrounding, like the groups, the anonymous groups. Yeah, so it's a really good invention. And interestingly, the last 2 years I've had really depression-like. I'm always looking for hanker paper sheets. I need a tissue. I always forgot the tissues when I'm eating. Anyways, yeah. I felt like depressed for the last 2 years, and I was in a major, like unaware but aware of what I'm doing, watching myself from outside of my body, looking down on me and asking myself, what are you doing there? Eating ice cream, which is my trigger food. Eating ice cream, although it's not taste good anymore. You know, I can't stop eat it until it's empty. That's the compulsion disorder about it. Sometimes I have to eat till I have pain in my stomach, so that I can't feel anything else but the pain in my stomach because of the food. And when I feel the pain in my stomach because of the food, I'm really sure why I feel pain, because it's of the food, because I ate too much. That's a very clear situation. And any other pain which comes out of my inner being, out of my soul, when I'm, just sad for no reason, I can't stand that. When I'm fearful, when I'm overthinking about life and everything, when I'm producing in my mind, like manifesting, telling myself what if, the 1,000 what ifs, and to stop that, just eating, making pizza every evening when I come home. Either I'm going to eat a kebab. It's fast food, here in Berlin. We have a lot of kebabs. Turkish kebab, Arabian shawarma, doesn't matter, need to be fast, and and after that eating ice cream. The whole thing of ice cream, you know, it's 500 milliliters of ice cream. And my body aches. And I needed to stop it. And with that, I don't know which moment it was when it was clicking in my head. Maybe it was the decision going to India and expecting something to change when I was there, and expecting being able to change something when I went back. So it did work. But with stopping, somehow my eating behaviors stopped. I must show you this, you know, this is eating behavior. This is suppressing my feelings in the relationship, my feelings and my thoughts and my expectations, or what I want, my needs, something like that. How I want to live my life, making decisions on my own, something, feeling I want to live on my own, just by myself. And that I was suppressing the feelings that I want to be a singer again, because I had a good working relationship sometimes. We were a good team. Somehow we knew each other. We know each other very well, of course, after 9 years. And we do have this level of relationship, you know, when it doesn't matter, it's not funny at all when you make a burp or a fart or something like that, you know. It's just trusty, and you can be like you are. You come as you are, like Nirvana sang. And so my eating disorder was so strong these years when I was depressing my feelings in the relationship. And the more I let the feelings came up, because you can't suppress. You can suppress something for an amount of time, and after an amount of time, your psyche needs to release this pressure, because it's very exhausting to keep it all down from what you're afraid of. All of that. So it releases. My psyche needs to release something, and then some thoughts came up, and I was trying to stuff it down. So the level of eating disorder went higher. But somehow, India was some sort of breaking point, because there are so many influences on you. A lot of people, a lot of noises, a lot of dirt, a lot of everything is coming to you, at you, into you, through you, rips everything out and turns everything upside down when you give it a chance. But there's nearly no chance not getting that experience when you just go to India. Just walking on a street in India, in a city like Kolkata or Delhi or Mumbai, you know, mega cities. And there was the breaking point. That was my breaking free. So I released every thought and feeling, especially feelings, I wasn't allow myself to feel for a long period of time during that relationship. and wasn't able to communicate it. And yeah, and the more I felt my feelings, the less my urge and my decision. I made the decision to feel my feelings. Not thinking about it, just feeling it. And with that decision, my eating behavior was coming to like an average level, I must say, for my experiences. There is no such thing as average, but for my feeling. So I felt the feelings I had to feel, and my eating pressure, the need, the urge, the compulsion of eating sank. It just sank. And now it's here. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's here, and I'm feeling my feelings, And I have such a relaxed relationship with food these days. Unbelievable. Yeah. And that's my story time for this vlog. You have one bread and this one, and I'm actually full right now. I'm already full, and I'm going to stop to eat right now because this is so moist. I will be able to eat and enjoy it later on in the afternoon when I'm hungry again. And therefore it's not expensive at all when you buy a bag of oats, a bag of baking soda, and a can of skyr or yogurt, and you have, out of that you have 6 breads, and you're full after one bread with stuff on it, and it's so cheap. It's not expensive at all eating healthy, because the healthy food is so much more nourishing and much more satisfying, because you put effort in it on your own, because you baked it or cooked it on your own. I mean, you can worship a croissant which made a bakery. You can thankful for being that the bakery exists and baked you the croissant. You can put gratefulness in every little thing, which is another important thing to say. Yeah, and now I'm in the end of this video. I must scratch, and now the rain stops and drops. The rest rain drops from the leaves of the chestnut tree in my backyard, and the sun comes out and is shining, which is very good, because today is a demonstration in Hamburg and Berlin at the Brandenburger Tor, where all the men are gonna come together and demonstrating and want to show up for the rights, for women's rights, because violence against females, against women, becomes more, because the female voices, the female rage is getting higher. So the men a lot of male-ish men trying to give the pressure back because they don't want to change. They don't want to be the systems change because they're profiting of that, from it, by it. I don't know the preposition. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, and stop being sorry for everything, you know. I started stopping being sorry for everything. Why? I'm not sorry. No. End of story. Okay. I wish you a good time till we see next video, and let me know in the comments if you like that, or maybe you just want to share your story. But be aware, it's online, you know, it's open for everyone to read. You must be careful these days. I was thinking and I'm still thinking about making this channel a faceless one, because all of the deep fake things, you know, we had in Germany, we have a big thing with deep fakes. Yeah, you know, when they rip off your face out of and put it on into a video you don't like to be. So they abuse your face. And now the birds outside the tree are hopping. I don't know if you know the bird Eichelherr. It's a brown beige bird with blue feathers. So beautiful. Okay. Bye bye. Also, to give a thumb up and make a subscription if you want to stay close to my story.